Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And we'll be watching for stocks to pop up in any of these five scans. Once we see one pop up, we come over and we check the current bar volume. We want to see this number really moving, high volume flow. We want to make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. If we don't have high volume flow, that might be hard to do. Once we confirm the volume, we want to see these green bars in Dominator Master breaking above this yellow average volume line. Of course, that'll be down here at the end. I'm just showing you the area where it happened. So once we see a green bar popping above the yellow average volume line, we want to see my blessing turn green and also start trailing upwards. And down here is the money flow line. We also want to see it green and running up high in the same direction as the rest. Up here we have the bubbles, chart bubbles. We want to see these percentages up there in the 80s, 90s, and 100s on the buy side. And we want to see this label all green. I know it probably sounds kind of complicated to you, but you will see when one of the stocks starts running, everything up here just turns green, just like this. Volume is picking up on this stock. So if you are new here, I highly suggest you trade on paper. View these live streams every time I'm live on the internet or in Discord. Watch these live streams over and over and over, but trade on paper the old-fashioned way with a pen and a paper. And write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, change over to cash, but small share size. Trade anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. If you continue to be profitable on real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. Also, in your active trader, make sure that your TIF is set to EXT so you don't miss a trade. And in pre-market, it's only limit orders. You have to use the buy the ask and sell the bid buttons. And thank you for joining me this morning. Hopefully, we have another good day like yesterday. I'll take a day just like that one. We did have some good stocks pop up, put some money in the bank. Was a lot better than Monday, so we're on hump day, Wednesday. Let's see if we can continue the trend. Good morning to everybody just joining us. Joby, Jimmy, Eli, Chucko, Rob, all of you here this morning, it looks like. And good morning, YouTubers. You are back on board today for that free hour. About 30 seconds to go. All right, let's see what's happening this morning. We'll be waiting on the stock to pop up in these scans. OUST, $20 stock, currently pulling back. KLTO coming up off the bottom. This was yesterday's mover. Let's see if it continues to run today. HSDT, cheaper stock, spiking up. It's currently at $1.18. That one popped up in one of my other scans. Let's see if it'll continue to run. Currently at $1.30. The buyers and everything is lined up. This is what I'm talking about when everything is green. Very easy to spot. Up to $1.36, currently pulling back a little. Profit taking going on. We are watching these dominator bars here for red. We don't want to see any red in there. If we do, we want to see very little of it. Pushing up a little higher now. Struggling up here. This tall wick means a lot of sellers sitting up here in this area. So use caution. If you are in profit, you know what you should do. Either sell some of it or sell all of it. Currently profit taking going on. Let's see if they can turn it around and push it up a little higher. Looks like they're going to sell it off. VTAK, 55 cents, shooting up a little. Don't know if I would trust this one much higher, but it could possibly happen. All of the indicators are green. So let's see if they can keep pushing here on this penny stock. Looks like it's getting pretty weak. Red bars. Good job, Gary. Looks like HSDT did turn around back to the upside, but a lot of resistance up there. Probably not going to make it very far. BMR, ugly chart, too many tall wicks on the top. That does not mean it's not going to go. They could buy right through those sellers and keep it going, but not looking too promising currently. HSDT did break through those sellers. Let's see if it keeps on pushing. A tall green dominator bar here will keep the price moving. We need a green bar above the yellow line. We need these indicators to turn back up north. Currently holding the price up there about $1.55. Trying to push a little higher, but the My Blessing indicator is still red. That shows weakness. Watching that green dominator bar get taller and cross the yellow line for a little push to the upside. Delta, it's not a specific number. We just want to see high volume flow, just like what's going on now. Constant moving of the volume numbers that are in this current bar. Pushing higher now, $1.80. You basically want to confirm that we have lots of activity, and this is how you do it, is right here in the current bar volume. $1.84 now, pushing a little higher, $1.88. Make sure you always take a little profit out when these candles spike upwards, in case it turns around and drops. Lock some of it in always. $1.95 now. I'm going to get out right here. And I'm going to get out again. Lost a little bit, had to get out twice. Still managed 450. Good job, traders and YouTubers, if you made money on it. Good job, guys and gals. Quite a few of you in the money already. It's only been 12 minutes. How much money do you want to earn in an hour? Personally, my answer is all of it. All right, we're going to get another push here watching these dominator bars. We want it to grow tall and green above the yellow line. See if we can get another push out of it. I'm not going to get back in it. Good job, Doy. And everybody, Rebel, Gary, Terry, Silva. Develop 3, Pro Dollar. Good job, Barry and TJ. All right, we're holding the price about $1.95. We'll see if it has any more left to it. I'm seeing the indicators are changing now. We have a red label, may start pulling back from here. Not too bad of a start. Ken, we're getting closer. I can't put a date on it, but it shouldn't be very much longer. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm not decoder. All I can do is just relay what I hear, and I'm told he's very close. So what still needs to be done, I do not know. I think he's just going through everything, making sure it's functioning correctly. Way to go, Big Head Golf. That's how you do it, brother. $940 for Big Head. All right, Ken. Autumn Rain, I went through the same thing this morning. Turn on the computer and it says updating. And my windows were all over the place. That's why I was a little bit behind this morning. All right, let's see if these buyers can do anything. We're still waiting on the My Blessing to turn around, but we are having some buyers come in. That's evident by this green bar trying to get up there across that yellow line. Pushing up a little higher. Still need that center indicator to turn green. One down there with the red line. So we're struggling to get above 2. Going to take a lot of buyers to keep it going. All right, we are patiently waiting again. They don't want to let it come down, it looks like. We may see a breakout here soon. We'll keep an eye on it for a little bit. We need to see it push that red line up. That's when I would be interested again. If it can continue to push that red line up right here at the top. So I wouldn't get in unless that starts happening. Unless you just want that 10 cents between there and that red line. Currently in consolidation or squeezing, however you want to call it. Thank you, humanity, for the awesome contribution. He donated over on YouTube. Very kind of him. VTAK. About to say that's that penny stock we were looking at first this morning. Let's see if it'll continue to run. Currently at 59 cents. Watching the lower indicators and that label. The buy percentage is kind of low right now in the bubble on the chart. It's running about 40 or 50. 70s. All right. The buyers are starting to push here. 62. I don't chase these penny stocks. I'm not good at penny stocks, to be honest with you. Every time I click the buy button, they seem to sell off like a pump and dump. So I just stay out of them and play the higher prices. But it has possibilities. Yeah, that's my thing with it too. I don't want to have to buy 10,000 shares of a 50-cent stock to make $14. All right, here goes a little push. The indicators are all green again for another couple of pennies. And somebody will come back with a $1,200 profit off of 3 pennies. I don't know how they do that, but it happens. Continuing to push higher, all the indicators are green. When those things turn green, expect movement. That's how I built it. 67 cents, a high of 68. Good job, Silver Rocks. Good job, Develop 3 and Pro Dollar. Good job, TJ. Cat Deploy. Man, I hope my scans are working. My other scans are working. That's where I'm finding these stocks, but these seem to be dead this morning. HSDT still consolidating. BMR, let's see if it'll push up from the bottom. Indicators are green. I'd like to see these lines a lot steeper than they are. They're showing weakness. If you haven't really studied this money flow, the angle of this line is also relevant when you're in a trade. The lower the angle, the slower it's going to move. The steeper the angle, the stronger it's going to move. Never forget that. You can see weakness just by the line angle reducing. Good job, Chucko. VXRT. We'll take a look at it because nothing else is going. It's down there around 65 cents. It's already had one candle spike. We would need to wait on the indicators now to all turn green to even think about a trade here. Well, what do you know? One of my scans woke up. Not up here, though. That's pretty funny, Ken. Never thought of it that way. Looks like that party may be over. HSDT out of a squeeze and headed downwards. They are not, Aaron. I just got them filtered by the boom scan, and it's pretty strict. What do you know? We got one up here. What's it doing? One green bar so far. This is RGTI. Let's see if it becomes active. Yeah, I saw that one spiking already. I would much rather play this $12 stock than that penny stock. Let's see if the volume keeps coming in. We have green indicators. That's a plus sign. We just don't have the volume flow yet. We do have 2 bars. ADIL. Thank you, Leonardo. Was called out by Autumn Rain first. Got to give them credit. Right back down to the bottom. That one's not going to work out. Let's go back to RGTI. We did get a bigger candle. Since we're sticking our neck up here, maybe it'll trigger some of those paid scanners out there and they'll all come in and start driving it up. So we'll hang on and see what happens. If you see a play on VTAK, go ahead and play it. I'm going to hang on to this one for a minute. I'm thinking we have potential here. I'm not liking the volume at all, though. Kind of looks like they're giving up on it. Maybe if I say it's not going to go anywhere, it'll take off. Let's use some reverse psychology on it. I see everybody screaming VTAK. All right, I'll go take a look at it. I know I'm late on it, but I wanted that $12 stock to take off. That's in my price range. I like to make money too. I'm happy even if I'm broke, Autumn Rain. I don't let this stuff drag me down. Not at all. TRNR. Let's take a look at that one. All right, it's 99 cents, another cheaper stock. It's already spiked up and they sold it off hard, so be aware of these big wicks back here. This could be a pump and dump. We don't want to get stung. We don't want them to take what we already made. And there she goes, right back down in the dirt. RGTI getting up there now. We already looked at it once. It never did drop much, but it is slowly crawling upwards. We don't have the volume to get in and get out safely. It's just too slow currently, unless you want to throw a little bit at it and hope for the best. That's about all you can do with it right now. think we looked at OUST earlier. Let's see if the volume will pick up on it. I'm not really liking it only because it's already ran up back here. And of course, that was before our market opened. So this would be the back side of the trade back here. Make sure you keep an eye on Magic Scan. This is one incredible scan right here. Usually they'll pop right up here to the top when they start taking off. Not seeing anything right now. QUBT pushing up slowly. The volume is still very low. Gotta agree with you, Develop 3. I'm searching though, brother. I'm watching. When this magic scan is pretty much empty, that is a very bad sign. Good job, Develop 3. But Jake, I keep playing around with it. I'm trying to fine tune it myself. I think that 1.5 in the code is good though. VTAK. That's that cheap stock under $1. Don't think it's going to go much higher than it is. It just keeps bouncing up and down. Good job, RLD. You must have been watching that stock and only that stock to get that much money out of it. RLD VTAK's $1,705. Good job, Johnny. Good job, TJ. And you guys are making money while I'm sleeping. I am not talking. I'm doing research over here. Fine tuning, looking, watching. I'm trying to find anything with a pulse. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. If you're interested in joining us over on Discord until that website launches, there's a link at the top of the chat. It's white and yellow. You click that, join Discord for free, then click the Upgrade Now channel, and it'll instruct you on how to join us. And when you do join us, you get 60 or 70 plus custom scans, 30 or 40 or 50 custom indicators. You get me 4 hours a day instead of just 1 hour. You get Milo doing training. And if you sign up, make sure you do it for 1 month at a time because we will be transitioning over to volumespikes.com hopefully soon. But thank you everyone for joining me this morning. I hope you learned a little bit more, made a little bit more money. I'll be back on Friday. As always, God bless.